It can be a weird feeling when you're super excited for something, but knowing that you can't have it just yet. It can be a video game or a movie that's had its release date pushed back. For whatever circumstance, it's weird because whatever that thing is, you want it, but sometimes you have to wait for it to be completed and hopefully perfected. And that's what we're going to be talking about today with Neca's 1-to-1 scale replicas of Chucky and Tiffany. Now, I'm sure we've all been there where we've ordered or pre-ordered something for it to be delayed, which is normal and it's not new at all. I've experienced it quite often actually, and delays can happen for a number of reasons, such as production issues or even a global pandemic. But sometimes there's other red flags that can indicate worry with certain delays, and that's what we're going to highlight today. To get a grasp on it, we're going to recap the timeline of the events with these dolls. The dolls were first seen in a post by Neca on their Twitter account prior to San Diego Comic-Con 2019, debuting them to the public for the first time. The dolls were officially announced as prototypes 2 days later to be released with pre-orders open with an MSRP of $400 USD and an estimated ship date of February 2020. Now, these dolls out the gate looked phenomenal. The expressions and the details, they just look amazing. And I had a lot of personal joy in the fact that their looks are based on Bride of Chucky, my personal favorite looks of both characters. And it was confirmed at the time that helping produce the sculpts for these dolls is Moody Pudding Studios, who have long since specialized in actually producing their own Chucky replicas. And leading up to the estimated ship date, there was little to no updates on these guys. It wasn't until April 9th, 2020 when Neca finally took to Facebook to confirm that yes, the dolls were still very much in production with a new estimated release date of summer 2020. It was also confirmed around this time that the final production sculpts were being changed, changing their expressions, Chucky specifically being changed to match the stunt doll used in the film. This information was later confirmed by a great YouTuber by the name of Chucky Fan 101 who reached out to Moody Pudding themselves, so big thanks to Chucky Fan 101 for getting that information. Moody Pudding did also reiterate that they have no bearing on the actual production timeline of these dolls and defer that to Neca. So please don't go blow them up in their inbox asking for all the information on these. They don't really have it. And again, thank you to Chucky Fan 101 for getting that info. Now, of course, this update and delay was saddening to those of us excited, but I waited many months after the estimated ship dates on both of the Trick or Treat Studios dolls so far, so this wasn't new, and I'd honestly expected it. Before the San Diego reveal, we hadn't heard anything about these dolls at all. It was actually a big surprise that they had been revealed, so a quick turnaround of around 6 months to release them on such an intricate prop replica seemed kind of pie in the sky from the start. We'd get our next update on July 23rd, 2020 in lieu of San Diego Comic-Con, where Neca provided another update on Twitter. Here they showed off behind-the-scenes development work on the dolls, showing off the CAD renders and a few physical prototypes. And this kind of behind-the-scenes stuff is what I live for. I love seeing this. It's very interesting to me. So the fact that they provided it was very, very cool. And also we got a small snippet at the new face sculpt for Chucky, like we mentioned earlier. From there, our next update would come in October of 2020, where Neca would give a short video on Twitter showing off the CAD render of the ball-jointed neck that they had hoped to implement on Chucky and probably Tiffany as well. And that's been it. That's all the information that we've been given about these dolls pretty much a year and a half after the reveal. As of a couple days ago, Neca did respond to a question on Twitter asking if the dolls were still coming, to which they responded that yes, they are, with a new estimated ship date of summer 2021. Chucky Fan 101 again did provide this information in a recent video a couple days ago where someone asked Neca through their DMs, and Neca did confirm that the dolls are currently scheduled for Q3 2021. And there we have it. Neca has spoken on it again, and we have a new estimated shipping time of summer this year. And this is exciting. However, remember the thing I mentioned earlier about worry? Now, the worry comes from this. This thing right here. This puppet. This Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors Freddy Krueger marionette replica. It was revealed at Toy Fair 2017 and was a big draw for the booth. That thing got tons of coverage, and fans were excited, pre-orders were opened, and for a while people waited for more updates, new pictures, new images, new shipping updates, anything at all. And after a while, fans began to worry if the puppet would actually be released. It wasn't until spring 2019 that Neca took to Twitter and confirmed that the puppet would not be produced, in a tweet where they stated that the puppet was being canceled as the factory just could not perfect the design and they really couldn't spend any more time on it. Now, the thing about this puppet is that this was not the first time it was canceled. This puppet was revealed all the way back originally at Toy Fair 2010, to which eventually it just stopped getting coverage and was quietly canceled. And one can really only assume the reason being similar, that the factory just could not perfect the design earlier. Now, why I relate Chucky to the Freddy puppet situation is because of the similarity of the products. Now, Neca has released Jason masks here and there and things like that, but they're not like really anything in Neca's usual library of product releases. They usually specialize in plastic action figures or the occasional plushie. And the intricacies that both products would need, especially both Chucky dolls, is very, very high, especially for that price point and the prop replica piece that people would be buying it as. And to be honest, it is off-putting that the doll was originally shown with a very expressive and intricate facial design, only for that to be announced to be changed. The dolls were also originally shown with posable fingers, which has apparently been stated around that that is not the case and has been changed and they will not be posable, but I'm unable to find any word from Neca on that specifically. Now, this isn't a damnation of Neca at all or their abilities. I like Neca, I collect their horror lines, I think they're great, and I think these dolls look absolutely stunning. I pre-ordered both on day one, so I still really hope they come out. I'd love to have both of them. I really want to own them. They look great, and with the new ship date information this week, I am optimistic. But I'd honestly been working on this video before we got that new summer estimated ship date, and I felt like it was still something that I wanted to talk about. We still don't really have any updated looks at the dolls or their final looks, no new prototype images of the physical doll or anything like that, and we have no idea what stage of production they're in. Again, I'd love for Neca to reveal these dolls tomorrow and, render this entire video moot, but I also know that I'm not the only one worried on the production status of these dolls. But here's to hoping. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that these dolls are just having the extra special care put into them that they need, or do you think that there's a chance that they will end up slipping off the release calendar eventually? Sound off below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching.